I'm McDermott. I'm the PE coordinator at Merritts Brook. I've worked here for 4 years now. I'm also in charge of Pupil Premium and I'm a member of the senior leadership team. The school's been on quite a big journey in recent years. We transformed into an academy on a journey from special measures to good where we are now, and we're really driving towards outstanding as a school. So we're always looking at ways to better ourselves and improve. Working South Birmingham, quite a socially deprived area, so we've got a really high percentage of Pupil Premium. Approximately 3/4 of our children on roll are Pupil Premium, so it's a real big focus for us. So we decided to employ an apprentice ourselves following a level 5 qualification that I went on with Aspire. As part of that, we did a needs analysis for the school, and we decided that a sports apprentice was the way forward for us. So as part of our action plan, we implemented that. This is quite a sustainable solution for us. It's cost effective and it ticked a lot of boxes for us as a school. Within our school, he's been able to support lessons, increase participation through things like after school clubs. He's now running a breakfast club as well as a TA role within the classroom where he can support children in groups and a one-to-one basis. It's a lot more cost effective than outsourcing to a coaching company. So where Apprentice has taken a bit of time to grow as a young person, develop, the investment from us from time and cost point of view has been really worth it. So anyone who's willing to put in that time and put in a relatively small amount of money, it can be something that's really potentially beneficial. Some of the harder to reach children really looked up to him and really respected him, and he's a really positive male role model for us within school that we could really use. We also used him as part of our IEP intervention, so going out and taking children one-to-one again outside the classroom has been really useful. Alongside that, we did a mini Olympics as a school at the Abbey Stadium where we took all the children. It's a huge Olympic thing now. He helped support that, he helped run, set up, lead races. But following on from that, I got him then to kind of start to lead within school his own Paralympic day. So we thought of events that we can do, supported classes and class teachers, and really brought a lot to the table on that day. Also, we run parent workshops within school. He's been really good at getting parents in, speaking to parents about any issues with children, trying to get them to come to clubs they wouldn't normally come to, really increasing the participation and enjoyment levels from the children, because the well-being side for us as a school is really important, and making those parent links all the time are massive for us as a school. And he's been a really huge help in us in bridging that gap between the parent and the school. And as a school, we've started to do zoning in the playground, so our apprentice will go and seek out and say, is this working, is this not working, why? We'll speak to some of those children that sometimes really struggle to cope in that unstructured environment outside. He'll bring them in, get them involved, and really kind of boost their well-being through that process of physical activity and sport. When we realised that the apprentice route was the one we wanted to go down, we decided to look out there what providers there currently were. We had links with Aspire already through employing a coach, so we decided to meet with them and talk about options and possibilities and how that would work for our school. We met with their training team, we discussed interview questions, and we held interviews within the school. The really nice thing about working with Aspire was that after the first round of interviews, we came to a joint decision that the apprentices who were there weren't quite right for our school. So we held fire, we waited, we were patient. Then Aspire ran a course over the summer where they recruited and did additional training for apprentices and young people. And then from there, we were given the apprentice who we used, which was fantastic because he really fitted into the needs of our school. So throughout our apprentice time with us, he took part in a primary NVQ level 3 specialism with Aspire, which led to on-the-job training. He had tutors who would come out and work with him. He would go 1 day a week over to Aspire for additional training and support. Within school as well, it was really key for him to have a line manager. So myself, I worked in a coach role to really get the best out of our apprentice, facilitating things like observations, some team teaching, getting to share really good and outstanding practice around school. It's been really pleasing to see how much he's grown as a person, his ambition and his drive, because now he is actually taking part in a level 3 teaching assistant qualification within the school, which has seen him seeking out his own new opportunities and really growing as an all-round young man. So it's been really positive for him, and it's been a big impact on his life as well as the children's. Apprentice has developed many skills over time, including their subject knowledge, having worked with experienced members of staff, having had support from Aspire, and seeking out their own opportunities within school and beyond. They've been able to improve their own subject knowledge, not just from the PE side, right across the curriculum. It's been fantastic to see their confidence grow, and they came in a little bit timid, a little bit intimidated, because they are new, they aren't that finished article yet. They're the unpolished diamond that, you know, it's no secret formula. Whatever you put into the right apprentice, the effort you put in means that you're going to get out so much more. So that initial support that you put in and what you put in place and make it structured, you really get a lot out of that apprentice. And now we're seeing our apprentice, the confidence is fantastic. They're leading things, they're proactive. He's all very organised, he's very reflective, and he's got a desire to want to improve the children. He's got a real desire and setting really high standards for them. And as a school, we've started to do zoning in the playground, so our apprentice will go and seek out and say, is this working, is this not working, why? We'll speak to some of those children that sometimes really struggle to cope in that unstructured environment outside. He'll bring them in, get them involved, and really kind of boost their well-being through that process of physical activity and sport. With the apprenticeship levy coming in, it really gives schools an option to either up-level current staff within the school or to seek out a new coach. With the right provider and with the right support, it's really a viable option for schools, so it's something that's really worth considering and having a conversation about. As a school, we're immensely proud that we've been able to help this young person develop to reach their own goals and their own aspirations.